I'm so looking forward to our wedding! I can't wait to be married to you, Todd. I love you so much!
Me too, I can't wait either. Really looking forward to it.
Yes, that's right! Ah, isn't it romantic that we're having our wedding as the same day as the registration date of our marriage?
Yes, I agree.
And I want there to be the option of exiting at the last minute.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing! Just ignore what I said. It was a comment about our wedding plan. Totally not your concern. And I can't wait to put on my wedding gown either. I bet I'm going to look gorgeous as always.
I'm sure that you will, babe. You're stunning.
Hold on a second. Are you only marrying me for my looks? That better not be the only reason.
Of course it's not the only reason. I love everything about you. You make me laugh and I'm at ease when I'm with you.
I'm glad to hear that. Your salary isn't the only reason why I'm marrying you, Harold.
Did you just call me Harold? Who the hell is Harold?
Oops! Sorry. Wrong name. I meant to say your name, Todd. I love other things about you, too.
Did you just mistake me for someone else? Isn't Harold your ex-boyfriend's name?
Really? Was it? I don't remember anymore. The guy I was dating before you, his name was Gonzo. Isn't that such a unique name?
I guess so. But I remember very clearly about you telling me that your ex-boyfriend's name was Harold. This is the first time I've ever heard about Gonzo.
Well, it's all in the past, so you have nothing to worry about. It was 1 billion years ago, and I've completely forgotten about them, so you should too. You're the one that I'm marrying, Todd. Let's not talk about my past boyfriends anymore. Let's talk about our future together.
I'd like to, but it kinda bums me out that you mistook me for one of your ex-boyfriends.
I'm sorry about that. But don't fret about it because it was nothing. Be a man. I fell in love with you because you're strong and manly.
Okay, fine. It's in the past then. I'll stop worrying about your ex-boyfriends. So, about moving into our new house together next week, have you packed up all your things? I feel like we haven't spent any time together at my place in a while.
Yes, I've packed my things. I haven't been able to come over to your place recently because I was getting ready for our big move. Why are you being so paranoid right now?
Well, I received a weird letter the other day.
A letter from who?
And I feel like someone's been following me around and watching my every move. It's really creeping me out. I'm moving out of this place soon, so I'm not worried about that, but I think it's best that you don't come over to my place anymore. I'm only going to be living here for another week, and from next week we'll be living together, so...
Okay, sure. You're right, that is creepy. Make sure you call the police if you think something bad is going on. It's a scary world.
Thanks, Melanie. I'll be careful. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. What the hell are you doing with my girlfriend? Who the hell is this? It doesn't matter. I'm asking you to break up with the girl that you're seeing right now. She belongs with me! Where is this coming from? I don't know who you are and it's creeping me out. Stop messaging me. Melanie belongs with me! Wait, are you the one who's been following me around these days and sending me those letters? Tell me your name. Why should I? I'm asking you to stay away from Melanie! Are you Harold by chance? You used to date Melanie, right? Used to? What do you mean by that? Melanie told me that you're forcing her to marry you. She doesn't want to though because she's in love with me. Are you stalking Melanie? She told me that you guys broke up a long time ago. This has nothing to do with me. You shouldn't be messaging me like this. It's not my fault that Melanie chose to marry me and not you. You need to get over her. That's not true. She's only marrying you for your money. Did Melanie tell you that? You shouldn't be spreading malicious lies just because you're upset about the fact that Melanie dumped you. Please stop harassing me like this. I've never done anything bad to you. Melanie and I are going to get married, and that's that. I know that you two are getting married, but that doesn't mean that Melanie and I will stop seeing each other. What? On paper, you'll be Melanie's husband, but I'm still the love of her life. I don't understand what you're saying. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sure that Melanie wants nothing to do with you. You need to leave us alone. I think you're the one that doesn't get it. You're totally clueless. Melanie and I were together last night as well. What the hell?
I'm sorry about my ex-boyfriend. I had no idea that he still had feelings for me. I hope that he didn't hurt you too badly.
What do you want me to say? I can't believe that we're having this conversation on our wedding day. He punched me in the face on the day of my wedding. He's crazy. He's not going to let me forget about this because my swollen face is going to be all over our wedding photos.
I'm sure that Harold got all his anger out of his system now. He won't be bothering us anymore.
How can you be so optimistic? This isn't even close to being over yet. I'm really pissed off about what Harold did to me. I'm not going to forgive him for it.
Just let it go. It's not worth it. Let's enjoy our wedding. Let's not let this ruin the day that we've both been looking forward to. I'm sure that Harold feels bad about punching you.
I highly doubt that. Why are you taking his side anyway?
I'm not. I just don't want to see the two of you fighting on our wedding day. You don't need to fight over me. I'm marrying you, Todd. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm not fighting. Harold's the one that punched me in the face. I'm completely innocent.
I guess he got carried away. He still loves me, it seems. It's not his fault.
How can you say that? You're crazy.
Let's forget this ever happened. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Now let's get ready for our wedding. I want to make this a fun day.
You don't get it. There's no way that we're going ahead with this wedding. I don't want to go out in front of guests looking like this, and it doesn't make sense that Harold still has such strong feelings for you.
What?
I mean, you seem to totally be taking Harold's side here. I'm starting to think that you still have feelings for him, too.
I am not taking his side. How many times do I have to tell you that? But if you look at it from Harold's perspective, you did kind of steal me away from him, right?
I don't think so. You told me that you had already broken up with Harold when we met. I had no idea that Harold was still in the picture. You tricked me into believing that wasn't the case.
Whatever. Who cares about the small details, right? But now Harold is trying to get over me. Isn't that enough?
What do you mean by enough? I can't believe that you're letting your ex-boyfriend ruin our wedding. This is your fault, too. I had the wedding staff tell our guests that our wedding has been called off.
How could you do that without consulting me first? We've been planning for this day for months. You're crazy.
You're the one that's crazy, not me.
What do you mean by that?
Did you think that I wouldn't get mad about this because I'm usually a nice guy? I'm glad that I called off that wedding. I don't want to marry you anymore. I'm not going to put up with your crap any longer. I've had enough.
But you didn't have to cancel the wedding. I was really looking forward to this day.
And I'm going to sue Harold for what he did to me. I had no idea that you were having an affair with him this entire time. And I'm glad I found out what kind of woman you really are before making the mistake of marrying you.
An affair? What are you talking about?
Don't try to play innocent. I know that you were seeing Harold behind my back. That's why he was so mad about us getting married. I was an idiot for trusting you. I'm not going to be making the same mistake of being fooled by you anymore.
You're not making any sense, Todd. Things between Harold and I are over. I'm not seeing him or having an affair with him.
Are you sure about that? Harold sent me a recent photo of the two of you spending time at his place. The photo is real, and I know now that he was telling me the truth.
Why would Harold do such a thing? I thought that he wanted me to be happy.
I didn't want to believe it at first, but you only chose to marry me for my money. What Harold told me was true. You're the one that's been lying to me the entire time. I know the two of you were planning to continue seeing each other even after we got married. I don't want to hear any of your excuses.
Wait, you've got it all wrong. I didn't mean to hurt you like this. You have to believe me. Harold's lying to you.
I know the truth. You can't lie your way out. Besides, I saw you.
What did you see?
I saw you going over to Harold's place. I followed you there a couple of times to make sure that what Harold told me was true.
Why didn't you say something to me when you found out then? It's not what it looks like.
Whatever, I don't care anymore. You know that it's too late to fix our relationship. It's over between us, so why don't you come clean?
Okay, fine. I admit that Harold and I have been seeing each other from time to time, but it's not my fault.
Huh?
I was lonely because you were always so busy with work to come see me. The thing with Harold was temporary. I was planning to break up with him as soon as we got married. It's not as bad as you thought, right?
I'm sorry, but I realized that things were over between us the minute that I found out you were cheating on me with Harold.
But...
Are you so naive that you thought I would actually forgive you for this? There's no way I'm going to forgive you, and I'm not going to marry you either. I want you to pick up all the stuff that you have at my place.
But I just finished moving in! Are you kicking me out?
I am. I don't want to live under the same roof as you.
Where am I supposed to live? I gave up my old apartment already!
Why don't you stay with Harold then? I'm sure that he'd be happy to have you. I mean, I know that you enjoy being with Harold more than me. That's why you kept on making excuses for him and taking his side. I'm the unlucky one. I got cheated on, and then your stupid boyfriend punched me in the face on my wedding day.
I'm sorry if I hurt you. I didn't mean to take Harold's side.
I'm sick and tired of listening to your lies and excuses. By the way, I notified the police about Harold punching me in the face, so he's probably going to get arrested, which means you'll have to wait until he gets released.
What? You reported this to the police? Did you have to go and do that? I thought that we agreed not to make a big deal out of this.
You decided that, not me. You didn't ask me for my opinion. You didn't care about my feelings at all. What Harold did was a crime and he needs to pay for it. I'm the victim here.
Why are you trying to make Harold look like a monster?
Well, it's the truth, so deal with it. There's no point in us talking about this anymore. You're going to regret that fact that you chose a violent man over me. I already regret the fact that I wasted my time on a woman who was two-timing me. I'm so glad that I was able to cancel our wedding. I hope that you have a nice life with Harold.
This totally blows. I was about to get married to you and now I've lost everything.
I knew that something was going on the minute you called me Harold by mistake. But I had no idea that it would end up with me getting sucker punched in the face. I'm glad that I didn't end up marrying the wrong woman for me, though.
Wait! Don't leave me, Todd! I thought that you loved me! You can't just cancel our wedding and bolt! What will my parents think of me?
Who knows? They might want to cut you off, but it's not my problem. Deal with it on your own. I mean, you made the mess.
What will my friends think as well? This is so embarrassing!
Then how about you marry Harold today? You're more than welcome to use the venue. I really don't care anymore. I do expect you to pay me palimony and cover the cost of our canceled wedding, though. That's the least that you could do after everything you've put me through.
Are you being serious right now? I don't have that kind of money. Let's just get married as planned, Todd. That's the best thing to do here. I can't imagine my life without you. I'm not gonna break up with you ever.
Shut up, Melanie! You don't have a say in this! I've already made up my mind.
But...
I want nothing to do with you anymore. Now leave me alone! Go and tell your parents that our wedding's been cancelled. If you don't pack up your things and move out, then I'll just throw everything out. Enjoy the rest of your life with Harold the criminal.
Melanie had to let her parents know that her marriage and wedding to Todd had been cancelled. When they found out the reason why this happened, they cut Melanie off. As for Harold, he had committed other crimes in the past and was arrested. Melanie lost everything. Todd, her family, her job, and a place to live. She was forced to regret her poor choices and work hard to pay back the money that she owed to Todd. She asked Todd to take her back several times, but Todd had no intentions of doing so. He eventually cut her out of his life and moved to a different town so that she couldn't get in touch with him anymore. Todd was very wise to break up with Melanie.